οργανώσατε ένα σεμινάριο το οποίο ήταν αρκετές ημέρες και είχατε ιδιαίτερο προσκαλεσμένο. Θα ήθελα να μας πεις λίγα λόγια για την ιδέα. Τι σε έκανε να οργανώσεις ένα τέτοιο σεμινάριο?
Λοιπόν, είναι το λεγόμενο Αγιουρβεδικό φεστιβάλ μας. Είναι η γιορτή της Αγιουρβέδα, είναι η γιορτή μας. Και όπως συνηθίζω να λέω, η Αγιουρβέδα είναι ένα σύνολο προτάσεων για να έχουμε ευτυχισμένες και όμορφες ζωές, έτσι. Δεν είναι μόνο προϊόντα, είναι και προϊόντα, είναι και τεχνικές, είναι και γνώση, είναι αναπνοές, είναι πολλά πράγματα, είναι κούρες. Όλα αυτά λοιπόν μπορούν και περιέχονται σε αυτό το φεστιβάλ. Και μπορεί στη χώρα μας να είναι ένα να εφαρμόζεται σαν ένα σύστημα φυσικού ευζήν και μακροζωίας, αλλά δεν πάβει, Δημήτρη μου, να είναι ένα παραδοσιακό, ολιστικό σύστημα υγείας, αναγνωρισμένο ιατρικό σύστημα υγείας, αναγνωρισμένο από τον Παγκόσμιο Οργανισμό Υγείας, και υπάρχουν χώρες όπου εφαρμόζεται σαν ιατρικό σύστημα. Σε χώρες δηλαδή όπου υπάρχει η ανάλογη υποδομή, κλινικές, νοσοκομεία, γιατροί, εφαρμόζεται ένα ιατρικό σύστημα. Στη χώρα μας δηλαδή είναι σαν ένα εναλλακτικό ολιστικό σύστημα και έτσι οφείλουμε να το εφαρμόζουμε, αλλά εμείς θέλουμε να δώσουμε την πραγματική της διάσταση. Έτσι λοιπόν και σε αυτά τα πλαίσια καλούμε από καιρό εις καιρών experts, γιατρούς ή βαΐντιας, όπως λέγονται χαρακτηριστικά, που είναι, ξέρεις, η ιατρική σχολή κανονικά, όπως είναι οι δικές μας ιατρικές σχολές, εξαετής, με ειδικότητες, με έρευνες κτλ. Για να μας μεταφέρουν, δηλαδή αυτοί ουσιαστικά την εφαρμόζουν σε κλινικό, σε τέτοιο επίπεδο, οπότε θέλουμε να μας μεταφέρουν αυτή την κλινική τους εμπειρία, εδώ, με τη γνώση τους, με τα σεμινάρια που διοργανώνουμε, με όλα αυτά που έρχονται να μας φέρουν από εκεί. Και έτσι, λοιπόν, τους καλούμε ανά δίμηνο, ανά τρίμηνο, σε ταυτά χρονικά διαστήματα, για να μπορέσουμε και να γνωρίσουμε την επιστήμη της Αγιουρβέδα, την Αγιουρβέδα σε όλο της το μεγαλείο. Και για μένα είναι ιδιαίτερη η χαρά, η τιμή, η ευλογία θα έλεγα, που μπορώ να ουσιαστικά που ειδικά αυτή τη φορά έχω μαζί μας τον Δρ Ντονοκοπα και την ομάδα του, γιατί τέτοιες οντότητες είναι πολύ δύσκολο κανείς να τις βρει και να μπορούν να βγουν εκτός Ινδίας. Εγώ επειδή έζησα αρκετά εκεί, υπάρχουν τέτοιες προσωπικότητες, αλλά συνήθως δεν πολύ βγαίνουν έξω. Και επειδή η Αγιουρβέδα από τα μέσα του περασμένου αιώνα έχει γίνει πολύ της μόδα στη Δύση, αυτό καμιά φορά έχει και τις παρενέργειές του. Έτσι λοιπόν, λίγο εμπορικοποιήθηκε και δεν μπορεί κανείς πολύ εύκολα να δει αυτό το μεγαλείο της, δηλαδή ότι τη συνδυάζει και το ιατρικό κομμάτι, και το lifestyle, και το πνευματικό κομμάτι, οπότε το να βρει κανείς έναν γιατρό που να το ζει όλο αυτό και να μπορεί να το εκφράζει έτσι, είναι τύχη και ευλογία. Ο Δρ Ντονοκοπα λοιπόν είναι owner μιας αγιουρβεδικής κλινικής, ενός αγιουρβεδικού κέντρου στην Κεράλα, είναι δάσκαλος, ο ίδιος είναι αγιουρβεδικός γιατρός, ο ίδιος εφαρμόζει, είναι η ζωή του το αγιουρβεδικό σύστημα. Ξέρεις, στην Αγιουρβέδα ο αγιουρβεδικός γιατρός δεν εννοείται όπως εδώ ο καρδιολόγος έχει πίεση ή ξέρω εγώ έχει μια κοιλιά μέχρι εκεί ή ο παθολόγος, έτσι. Εκεί κανονικά, επειδή είναι και lifestyle η ιατρική της Αγιουρβέδα, πρέπει πάνω απ' όλα αυτό είναι μια τεχνική, είναι βασικό πρωτόκολλο. Εντάξει, οπότε είναι πολύ σημαντικό κάποιος να μπορεί αυτό να το εκφράσει ο ίδιος. Είναι λοιπόν ο ίδιος με μια ομάδα γιατρών που δέχτηκαν να βοηθήσουν το έργο και το προσωπικό μου και της Αγιουρβέδα Ελλάς για να μπορέσουμε να κάνουμε γνωστή την επιστήμη της Αγιουρβέδα στην Ελλάδα με τις συνθήκες που ορίζουν που ορίζει ο δικός μας τόπος και τα δεδομένα του. Άλλωστε η Αγιουρβέδα ήταν, είναι και θα είναι με εμάς, χωρίς εμάς, έχει εφαρμογή σε κάθε τόπο, σε κάθε εποχή, σε κάθε άνθρωπο, όπως λέμε χαρακτηριστικά, που θέλει να γνωρίσει την αληθινή του φύση. Αυτός που είναι να πάρει το σπόρο θα τον πάρει και ανάλογα με το έδαφος που θα βρει ο σπόρος, έτσι ο αναζητητής θα προχωρήσει το μονοπάτι του. Είναι και ο δικός μου, έχουμε μια απίστευτη χημεία. Αισθάνομαι αυτή τη χαρά της συνδημιουργίας, αυτό τον ενθουσιασμό του να δημιουργούμε, που είναι βασικό στοιχείο στο αγιουρβεδικό σύστημα. Είναι δείκτης υγείας, είναι το εγώ να γίνεται εμείς και να νιώθει κανείς ζέση και ενθουσιασμό στο να δημιουργεί, έτσι, και να έχει την έμπνευση. Και εγώ αυτό το νιώθω αυτή τη στιγμή, από καρδιάς. Thank you so much for being with us.
It's my pleasure.
Yes.
Because I've been yearning to come to places where the ancient civilizations have developed. So it's a blessing that I could come here.
Αυτό που συνηθίζω να λέω είναι το ότι όλοι οι αρχαίοι πολιτισμοί έχουν τόσα κοινά σημεία. Αυτό, το ότι βρίσκει κανείς πολλά κοινά σημεία σε τόσους αρχαίους πολιτισμούς, επιβεβαιώνει την αλήθεια που έτσι και αλλιώς είναι μία. So, let's start.
Yes.
Τι σημαίνει η Αγιουρβέδα για σας?
Ayurveda is, for me, it's like just asking you whether you breathe and what is the meaning of breathing, what is the meaning of prana. It's everything for me because I was into Ayurveda a little later in my life, and at that time I also thought that it is going to be something of an introduction to a science, a health science. But the moment I got into Ayurveda, started experiencing Ayurveda, started meditating on Ayurveda, started promoting Ayurveda, the feeling came that this was there with me from my childhood, the moment I started understanding what is life. Because Ayurveda is not just about the health of the body. It is something about, because it involves, encompasses everything in life. Because when you look into Ayurveda, it talks about your lifestyle, it talks about your food, it talks about your relationship, it talks about your religion, it talks about music. There is nothing it doesn't talk about. Whatever you see in life, it talks about it. And the beauty of Ayurveda is it doesn't negate anything.
Yes.
It says nothing is not useful. Everything is useful according to the individual, according to the need, according to the requirement. So which means the whole existence is, according to Ayurveda, that can be used, lived and experienced.
Yes.
So for me, Ayurveda is life.
Yes. Αυτό φαίνεται άλλωστε και από την ίδια της την ετυμολογία. Έτσι. Είναι η επιστήμη της ζωής. Αγιουρβέδα. Αγιουρβέδα.
Yes,
είναι
Ayurveda.
η γνώση της ζωής. Είναι η γνώση, η επιστήμη της μακροζωίας.
Yes.
Το κατάλαβα, νομίζω και έτσι. You understood it?
Yeah. Sometimes when we speak, we don't need languages.
Yes.
What you feel about Ayurveda radiates.
Yes.
That's all.
Because for me also is an attitude towards life.
It has to.
Yes.
See, the moment we get introduced to Ayurveda, we always come initially to the health of the body, but then it goes one step further and it takes us to the spiritual place.
Yes.
Slowly we start understanding that it is about the spirituality of life.
Yes.
So it has to happen.
Έχετε δει πολλούς ασθενείς σε όλο τον κόσμο, έχετε μια τεράστια εμπειρία. Θα ήθελα έτσι να μου πείτε χαρακτηριστικά ένα-δύο περιστατικά που σας κάνανε έτσι ιδιαίτερη εντύπωση.
If you ask me about incidents, every patient is important.
Yes.
Because every patient comes to us with not a problem about
Yes.
their health. When we start speaking to them, it goes to the roots.
Yeah.
And when we focus on trying to help the problem, we find that the whole person changes into a better person. And so there is always a thankfulness from the patient. They always come back and say, I came for a treatment, but I'm a different person. But anyway, there are so many incidents where we have felt that it has been specially helpful to people. Yes, maybe, yes. There is, because we treat different kinds of ailments, but sometimes people with cancer, they come to us, I think, because the moment you say that you have cancer, people feel that your life has come to an end. And this is where, when even you could make a small change, it changes the whole person. It gives them life. One of these incidents is, we had a patient from Malaysia. He was referred by another patient who had come to us with cancer. And this patient, normally we speak to them, we try to understand their problems and tell them, if they cannot come immediately, we tell them what to do there. Sometimes we ask them to take some medicine, prepare them, and then bring them here. And because the whole idea is, the patient has to come only at the right time. Yeah. We don't want to put the patient to a lot of inconvenience. But anyway, this person came because his friend said, go immediately. And he just told us, please keep the room ready and then keep your treatments ready. But when the patient came, he came with his wife. We found that he was in an advanced stage of blood cancer. And they had removed his colon, and he had a sac here for his stools, so there was no toilet. And he had fissures, so he could not even sit. The whole body had blisters because of the reaction to chemotherapy. And we were really worried because the Ayurveda therapy is, we do internal treatments, internal medicines, and we also treat through the external therapies.
Yes.
So we work in two ways.
Yes.
So we did not know what to do because we cannot touch him. We cannot apply anything, none of the medicines. But at the same time, we were finding it a little difficult to tell him, sorry, we cannot do anything, go back. So we said, okay, stay back. And we will give you, we said, we will wait for a week. We'll give you some medicines. Let's see how you respond, how you become better. And he said, okay. So we started giving him medicines. And we give yoga every day. But he was not in a position to come and sit and do anything. So his wife said, anyway, I am here, I'll start learning yoga. He said, okay. Every day she comes. The next morning, something occurred to me. I said, okay, madam, what you can do is learn little pranayama, that is a breathing exercise, and teach your husband to do it lying down. So what you can do, you lie down and start practicing it. And then teach him how to breathe lying down. Because we always believe the breathing exercises of yoga called as pranayama also brings a lot of vitality. It itself is a therapy. So she started doing it. We helped her. To cut the story short, within 7 days, there was a good improvement and he could start taking treatment. Within 7 days, when you look at his face, he has started changing. And then after 3 weeks, he was ready to go because he had very limited time. So we gave him treatments. We started speaking to him. The most important aspect of any treatment is to make the patient understand, the person understand that the medicines are only to help. The healing takes place inside. The healing takes place on its own. The body heals. We don't heal anyone. We don't take the credit. We only create the environment for the healing to take place smoothly. And he was a totally changed man. And then his wife said, only in the end of the treatments, the doctors had told her, not the patient, that he had very short time to live. He was supposed to live only for a very short time, not, maybe a few months, that's all.
Yes.
And she said, we never expected this kind of change in him. So we told, we don't know how much changes come inside. But even anyway, he looks better. Go back and take treatment. And he was so confident. He said, I'm going to go back and do whatever you said. We told him some simple lifestyle changes and asked him to go back. And after a month, they reported back that the blood picture is normal, at least for the time being. And he says, for years to come, I'm going to now live. Maybe the cancer has not completely healed, but he has become qualitatively better. And the few months, what the doctor said, has changed now. According to him, it is going to be years. And you know what this person writes to me now? I'm a new man. We said, no, you are always the same man. We only help you to find yourself again.
Yeah.
So, why I remember this incident is, you are here in this earth to help people. When I fall into water, somebody, if I don't know to swim, somebody who knows to swim will come and help me. So, the help at the right time is very important. And in this case, we feel that we helped him at the right time. So I can never forget this incident. And thanks to Ayurveda, because it is so simple and made his life very simple.
Yeah.
And his cancer very simple. This is one. And maybe if I take another one, it's also, of course, and maybe there are so many with different problems, Parkinson, multiple sclerosis, so many things. But again, something comes to me now is again another cancer patient.
Να σχολιάσω και να τονίσω εδώ ότι, όπως είπα πριν, μπορεί στη χώρα μας να εφαρμόζεται έτσι εναλλακτικά, ενισχυτικά, έτσι επικουρικά, αλλά στις χώρες όπου υπάρχει κατάλληλη υποδομή, πραγματικά μπορούν και αντιμετωπίζονται πολύ σύνθετες καταστάσεις και με απλές μεθόδους και με φυσικές κούρες και με φυσικά φάρμακα. Και ότι, να τονίσω επίσης ότι η Αγιουρβέδα επίσης αναφέρεται σαν ιατρική νου σώματος, οπότε είναι πολύ σημαντικό αν λίγο μπορούμε και λίγο το νου τον προγραμματίσουμε διαφορετικά, μπορεί να αλλάξει όλη η ψυχοφυσιολογία μας και να γίνουν αλλαγές που ούτε καν τις φανταζόμαστε. Γι' αυτό και ειδικά σε πιο εκφυλιστικές παθήσεις, σε όλες τις περιπτώσεις, αλλά ειδικά σε αυτές, η ανταπόκριση του καθενός μπορεί να είναι τελείως διαφορετική. Δηλαδή μπορεί το ίδιο πρωτόκολλο σε κάποιον να λειτουργήσει έτσι και με ένα πολύ διαφορετικό τρόπο. Γι' αυτό και δεν μιλάμε για ασθένεια, αλλά μιλάμε για ασθενή ή μιλάμε για τον καθένα ξεχωριστά. I'm explaining that every case is very different in Ayurveda, and that has to do with his constitution, his karma, all these things.
Every person is unique.
Yes.
And that's why we say Ayurveda is a treatment individualized, personalized. Because personalized medicine has come now, and a doctor recently, of course, a Greek doctor.
Yes.
He told me, now people are talking about personalized medicine and then about DNA. Your Ayurveda has been talking about this 5,000 years back, and he says, I will follow you. This was a great recognition. We are not here to say that the other systems are bad. Please.
Yes, of course.
According to us, every system becomes part of Ayurveda. We use chemicals. We appreciate chemicals. You can use the sun, you can use the moon. Everything has to be used.
No.
We only say, please don't segregate Ayurveda as an alternative system. Ayurveda encompasses all health systems, including modern medicine.
Yes.
Okay, so we are not here to talk anything negative about using the chemical. We only talk about limitations. If you cannot use anything for a long time, we call it as a limitation. So the other incident, as I was telling you, is about another patient who is a lady, who again came to us from a European country, and when she came with a group, she wanted to have a wellness treatment, and halfway she said she has a little tumor on the breast. We spoke to her, and then we found, yes, we wanted to give her some treatment, but she said we don't know whether it is malign, malignant, or but maybe if it is not malignant, we are not worried. We said even if it is malignant, we will treat. Otherwise, also we will treat. So we said okay. We started giving her treatments, and by the time she left, and she carried medicines. When she went back, she tested, and she had malignancy. So she was worried. And the problem is, she was working in a government service, and she was around 50. She wanted to resign. She resigned honestly, because she wanted to get married and settle down and have a family. So she could not think about any treatments and being a lady. And they said surgery, said she never wanted to have a surgery. Then they talked about chemo. She was worried about chemo because she doesn't know what is going to happen. So she spoke to us. She started getting the treatment from us, and she started practicing yoga, whatever we told her. Then we also told her to go into a lot of social service, to relax her mind, to have music, and to go for meditation. So she joined a group there, started doing meditation. After 3 months, she found that the situation was better, but not completely clear. Because for that lady, the life was, she wanted to start a new life of a family life. And you can understand the desire of a woman to become a mother, to become a wife, to become a mother. And this is something, a blessing. And we wanted to see, we were actually praying. And after 3 months, she started again. Then somebody told her there are this immunotherapy which has come into the modern medicine, which is helpful. So she asked us whether she can do this. They said, you'll have to do a lot of immunotherapy for a long time, but it will give better results. We said, why not? Please. Because we like to combine everything, because that is Ayurveda. Whatever is useful for the person, you have to use it. He said, yes. And I think she did two therapies, maybe not the third therapy. Then she said, I'm going for a blood checkup again. I know I have to wait for at least another 10 therapies. But I'm taking your medicine, which I feel is very effective. But, she is very anxious. So she wanted to have this checkup. And you know what she said? Please pray. She was saying in the Indian style, pray to Shiva, who is the primordial energy, so that, I go out of the fear. I said, okay. When I was coming to Greece, she sent me a message. When I was in the, airport of Bahrain, I read it. She says, Santa Claus came to me with the news that my blood is clean. I don't have any more cancer. And she writes, I know that everything helped. Of course, I was supposed to wait for another 10 or 15 therapies. The doctors are also surprised. How could this happen? And she says, I know it is what you suggested. Your Ayurveda treatments, all the other things you recommended, which is part of Ayurveda.
Yes.
Not the medicines alone. It's all part of Ayurveda. All this helped. Now, she's going to become a wife and a mother.
Wow.
To be a mother, I think it's the greatest blessing. And we are really happy that we could become a tool in this,
yes,
what you call transformation of a lady,
yes,
from cancer to a healthy wife and mother.
yes. Είναι αυτό που λέμε, ότι αν ενεργοποιήσουμε τις ανώτερες υποστάσεις μας, μπορούν να γίνουν αυτά τα μικρά θαύματα. Και να συμπληρώσω λίγο ότι πραγματικά η Αγιουρβέδα εγκολπώνει όλες τις θεραπευτικές μεθόδους και τεχνικές, ακόμα μπορεί να συνδυαστεί άριστα και με τη συμβατική. Άλλωστε υπάρχει αυτή η γενική αρχή, ότι σε οξύς καταστάσεις κάνουμε το οτιδήποτε για να σωθεί η ζωή του ασθενούς. Και από εκεί και πέρα, όταν έχουμε το χρόνο σύμμαχο, μπορούμε να δουλέψουμε πολλά πράγματα, έτσι, και να περιορίσουμε οτιδήποτε μπορεί να είναι κάπως αρνητικό. Αλλά, okay, I'm explaining that Aγιουρβε is compatible.
Yes, compatible with everything.
Everything.
You know, because
yes.
it is.
But in acute cases, we must do this that is safe at that moment for everyone.
Yes.
And after this, we have the time to speak about constitutions, about lifestyle, about all these things.
You're right.
Yes. So.
You know, because you're right. You know, in acute cases, you know, at the time of crisis, you don't talk about science. You do what it has to be right.
Yes. Υπάρχουν πολλές θεραπευτικές προσεγγίσεις και ολιστικές και βέβαια και συμβατική προσέγγιση. Έτσι πολύ σύντομα, γιατί κάποιος να διαλέξει την Αγιουρβέδα σαν μια θεραπευτική προσέγγιση?
You know, the reason is, as I told you earlier, Ayurveda encompasses all the systems. And so, why, when we say it encompasses all the systems, it thinks about not illness alone, it thinks about also wellness. So when somebody has a health problem, for example, if you take a chemical, the focus, if I have a fever, I get a pill. The whole idea is to bring down the temperature and help me to reduce the symptoms and feel better. So it is about relief. But what about wellness? You know, if you talk about any illness, when you try to give a chemical or any other medicines, the whole focus is how to reduce the symptoms and make you better. But in Ayurveda, if you take a formulation, if you take any Ayurveda formulation, we mix the herbs. Even when we select the herbs, each herb we take it as an individual. We give different properties. Like we take a herb, we say its character, its personality, its attitude towards the other herbs, whether they can be mixed together. There are so many properties. There is one particular thing which is called as prabhava. There are so many aspects of a herb. So when we make a formulation, the formulation is made in such a way, the product, part of the herbs takes care of the symptoms. Part of the herbs take care of the incompatibility between these herbs. And part of the herbs are to stimulate the wellness.
Yes.
So the moment you take an Ayurvedic formulation, you start feeling better in your physiological function. For example, when I have a fever, when you give me an Ayurvedic preparation, I start feeling hungry, start eating well. The bitterness goes away. It's not that I have to wait for my fever to go away and after 3 days I feel I have still bad taste. I don't know, give me something to improve my appetite. This is what normally people say. But in Ayurveda, the moment you start taking this preparation, you feel that you can start feeling the normal physiological functions coming back because it promotes wellness. And so, when people, but having said all this, in acute conditions, as she rightly said, what is necessary has to be given. Suppose I have a problem, it needs a surgery, I have to go for a surgery. Suppose I need a kind of a specific disease which is highly infectious has come and it is spreading everywhere. And if you take an antibiotic, you can control not only your problem, it can also stop you giving this infection to the other people. I should go for an allopathic treatment. Why not? Because as I told you, we take allopathy also into our fold as part of Ayurveda. And so in acute infections, acute problems, you can use whatever is good at that time. But when it is a chronic health problem, suppose you use a chemical. We know, even in agriculture, when you use a chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticide, what we know is it leaves an imprint when you use it regularly. So it is the same with your body. When you take a chemical for a long time, it has to leave an imprint. which they call as a side effect. So now we have to think whether we need to have these side effects in our body, or there is another possibility where we can get the same result without a side effect. There comes the role of Ayurveda. So that's why people have to go for Ayurveda. Definitely when it is a chronic health problem, when it is a lifestyle disorder. If you take hypertension, you have a pill to control your blood pressure. You cannot cure it. And then you have to continuously take this till your, lifelong, but not with Ayurveda. So in chronic health conditions, Ayurveda.
Yes. Γι' αυτό λέμε γενικά ότι έχει να κάνει με την πρόληψη και τις χρόνιες παθήσεις είναι μοναδική.
Yes.
Σε ό,τι έχει να κάνει με τις οξείες, it depends on. Είναι στο τι lifestyle είχε ο καθένας, τι δυναμικό έχει, τι ζωτική δύναμη έχει και ανάλογα θα γίνει το καλύτερο δυνατό. Είμαστε εδώ μαζί αρκετές μέρες. Θα θέλαμε να μας πείτε έτσι ποια είναι η εντύπωσή σας, οι πρώτες σας μάλλον εντυπώσεις από το ελληνικό κοινό, από τους Έλληνες, δεν μου αρέσει ο όρος ασθενείς, από τους ανθρώπους έτσι, που ήρθατε σε επαφή μαζί και τι θα θέλετε να τους πείτε, τι συμβουλή θα θέλετε να τους δώσετε.
I'm here for only a number of days, not very long. But I think when you cook rice, we don't take, to see whether it is cooked, we don't take the whole rice. We just take it and just take one. That's enough. So these few days is enough for me. We have received a number of patients for treatments. We gave some therapies. We had consultations. We had a seminar, and we could see the way they react. The most important aspect which I found in the Greek people is even the patients. Most of them came with an open mind. There was no fear that they are coming for a new system. I asked them whether you know anything about Ayurveda, because you will not have a hesitation about a system, only you know something about it. Many of them do not know fully about Ayurveda. They say, yes, we know Ayurveda Hellas. They do a lot of Ayurveda healthcare. So we came, but we do not know what is exactly Ayurveda. Still, they came with so much of, they interact with you so smoothly, as though they know that whatever we are going to give them, treat them, is going to resurrect them. This kind of a confidence I could see in them even before we could give them the treatment. I could understand, why? There is, whatever has happened in your society here, like everywhere in the world, the social life has changed, so many things have come. I could find that the essence of the ancient culture of Greece, which is basically based on spirituality, is still there in all of you, all of them. This was actually really, surprising. It was not surprising, but then, I never expected this, when we speak to somebody who are like strangers.
Yeah.
So, for me, I think in Greece, it is easier to promote Ayurveda, to give the benefits of Ayurveda, because people still have the cultural mind which has an openness to accept anything which is natural. I think somewhere the patients know that what we are trying to give them is not just natural, it is more acceptable. And because of what I'm trying to say is, you will not accept the medicines unless the medicines will not work in you unless you are ready and open. And I find that all of them who came to us are very open, and we could see this. Because people who came for 3-day therapies, to try these therapies, after the first day, when they came on the second day, they were hugging me. Yes. They were cheerful. And I have my other close friend who has come with me, Dr. Anand.
Yes.
a professor,
Yes.
in the Ayurveda Medical College. He was also so happy. He said, Dr. Venugopal, he calls me Venuji, and he says, how can we see so much of results so quickly? Because it's not our efficiency, or we don't take it our credit, because the medicines or the treatment worked in them, because they were so open to accept it.
Yes.
And that is because of the basic cultural
Yes.
which they have inside them,
Yes.
the spirituality inside them.
Yes.
So I think Greece, what I have to talk to people in Greece is, you have so much of spirituality, you have so much of culture. Because we came here, we wanted to come to the land of Socrates. We wanted to come to the land of all these ancient philosophers, and we were actually excited. Honestly, we were excited because for us Greece is the place of so much of culture, so much of spirituality. The place where the philosopher asks, who am I?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So Ayurveda also says, to understand the you, the doctor also to understand the you inside you and give you the medicines which will work for the you inside you. Okay, so Greece, I have the only message for my brothers and sisters of Greece. Try to take this system of medicine not as a medicinal system, as something which is going to support your life. Try to take the principles, not the medicines. The medicines will help you, according to the different conditions, because you will also have, because we will recommend so many things in your own country, because whatever grows in this country based on this climate is the best for you. Your own traditional diet is the best for you. This is Ayurveda for you. The medicines we are going to give you are only going to support you along with this. What you have to continue to do is to enjoy the traditional life, the traditional principles of food and life and the spirituality. Because you have such a strong, ancient treasure of culture and civilization and spirituality. Please try to bring it back into your life, and that is Ayurveda for you.
Yes, thank you.
That's all.
Me also, when I am in India, I am feeling so familiar to this country. I agree that we have so many common things. Okay. Έχουμε πολλά κοινά σημεία, πραγματικά, έτσι, σαν λαοί.
Many common things.
Oh yes, we have many
Yes,
common things.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
That is true, because see, as you rightly said in the beginning, we are all the same.
Yes.
All the civilizations with the same, good civilizations have everything in common. There is nothing different. It's only the politicalization of the countries has divided us and make us feel that we are different. Externally, internally we are the same.
Yeah.
More so when we have a good ancestral background of culture.
Yes.
It's so easy.
Okay. Και τώρα, Δρ. Ντονοκοπα, πείτε μας λίγα λογάκια για τη δικιά μας σχέση. Έτσι, τη σχέση, τη γνωριμία μας, να το κατάλαβε.
Yes.
Το κατάλαβε πριν το πούμε στα αγγλικά. You understood it before we translate it.
It's just like if you're in a family, I can answer you. If it's in the family, when the child looks at the mother knows what the child wants.
Yes.
When the brother looks at the sister. So it's so you understand,
Yes.
Words were invented later. We could feel each other.
Yes.
We could understand each other, and that is the warmth of relationship.
Yeah.
When I spoke so much about Greece, why did I come to Greece? Why did we, I'm saying, Dr. Anand and myself, came to Greece? Because your activities.
Thank you.
We had, the first time we spoke, I think over Skype,
Yes.
we just wanted to speak about, how we can understand about Ayurveda, some activities here. But you will remember that we spoke for hours.
Yes.
And then we are not speaking about Ayurveda at that time. We were not talking about the visit, how, we were not talking about the plans. But unknowingly, we were talking about the spiritualities.
Yes.
We started talking about so many things in
Yes.
common. And though it was only a computer and you were far away, I could feel the energy radiating. We could feel each other, and I felt the common bond. And basically what I do in my life, whether it is Ayurveda, of course Ayurveda is for me everything. Even in my Ayurvedic profession, I will say it like this, whatever I'm doing to promote the products, to promote the concept, to promote the treatments, I don't like to do it as a commercial activity. Yes, it is commercial because it brings revenue. But we are focused on the activity. So I like to see the person on the other side. And if the concept has to go, the person on the other side should be able to receive it and spread it. For that, the person has to have the Ayurvedic mind, which means they should have the spiritual mind. I found in you. And then I don't have to even think about what is Ayurveda Hellas. Okay, at that time. I can go to the website, I can go for the reviews. This is what people do. Google review, this review, that review. This is data.
Yes.
The data only gives you knowledge. What we want to have is in understanding the person. That gives you the long-term, the understanding. And then when we came here, we met all your staff, our family now, our extended family.
Yes.
Yes, we love them. They all radiate the same warmth. Maybe it is the basic Greek culture, but I think when you come into a professional institution, it also speaks about the person who runs the institution. You have a family of people here.
Yes.
They like to give, because I found the way their body language. They like to give. And when the patients were coming, I could feel how the patients are feeling so comfortable inside. So every encounter with the patient, along with your staff, of course along with you, we could feel that whatever we are trying to do in India, whatever we are trying to promote outside India is already happening here, except maybe we are not using all the Ayurvedic products, what we are doing. That's all. So, if you ask me if what I will do in Greece with Ayurveda Hellas, I only will say, I'll just give whatever I have and ask you to give it to the people of Greece and just sit quiet and watch how beautifully you're doing. Very simple. So we will give what we have. Like, it's like you say, when you see somebody whom you have affection and love, I'll give myself. So we will give ourselves, all the Ayurveda for you. Because we believe, we understand, we have the faith, and we have the total confidence that you will promote the spirit of Ayurveda and not the medicines.
Thank you so much.
This is the most important one. So I think that's what I can talk about our relationship.
Yes. For this reason, γι' αυτόν τον λόγο, στην αρχή ανέφερα ότι νιώθω πραγματική ευλογία που έχω τον Δρ Ντονοκοπα και την ομάδα του μαζί μας. Because for me, Ayurveda is an attitude towards life, and I feel blessed that
Yes.
I have you and your team, so that to co-create, να συνδημιουργήσουμε, δεν ξέρω ποια είναι η καταλληλότερη έκφραση. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Thank you so much. And,
Okay,
and
professionally, officially, I will accept your thanks. We don't have to do this because
Yes.
we are one part of one Ayurveda family. Because in India, there is a concept, the Indian spirituality says, Vasudhaiva Kudumbam. The whole world is one single cosmic family. And that's how we have been, we have been brought up in life. And when we talk about Ayurveda, that's why I think maybe somewhere I wrote my extended Ayurveda family in Greece.
Yes, yes.
So we have no formalities. I think whatever we have spoken now is not for us, it's for our well-wishers of Ayurveda in Greece. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Θα είμαστε μαζί, τώρα μία ομάδα, θα έχουμε τη χαρά και την τιμή να τους έχουμε σε τακτικά διαστήματα εδώ στην Ελλάδα. Έτσι κι αλλιώς θα έχουμε μια συνεχή επαφή, η τεχνολογία βοηθάει, έτσι ώστε να έχουμε μια συνεχή επαφή και γενικά το μέλλον και η προοπτική, αυτά που είναι μπροστά μας είναι πραγματικά καταπληκτικά, αφινόμαστε στη ροή και το πνεύμα της Αγιουρβέδα θα μας οδηγήσει. Thank you so much, Dr. Ντονοκοπα. I'm so happy, so blessed that we are together and
We'll be together always.
Yes, and the spirit of Ayurveda will
Yes.
be with us. Η Αγιουρβέδα Ελλάς με την επιστασία και την βοήθεια, έχοντας σαν μέντορες να μπορούσα να πω, τον Δρ Ντονοκοπα, την ομάδα του, το πολύ οργανωμένο κέντρο του στην Ινδία, έτσι θα οργανώσει ένα σύνολο δραστηριοτήτων, σεμινάρια ενημερωτικά, σεμινάρια εκπαιδευτικά, e-learnings για όσους θέλουν πιο βαθιά να γνωρίσουν το αγιουρβεδικό σύστημα, ειδικά εργαστήρια. Ήδη τρέχουν κάποια από αυτά. Τρέχει το εργαστήριο Πραναγιάμα, τρέχει το εργαστήριο με τα μάντρες και τα κύρτα, με τη μουσικοθεραπεία. Γενικά δραστηριότητες που θα δώσουν τη δυνατότητα στον καθένα καταρχήν να τη γνωρίσει και δεύτερον να μπορέσει να την εμπειριώσει, να τη βάλει μέσα στην καθημερινότητά του, να αλλάξει το lifestyle του και από εκεί και πέρα να μπορεί ανα πάσα στιγμή ο ίδιος να κάνει τις καλύτερες δυνατές επιλογές και τουλάχιστον να έχει την επίγνωση του τι κάνει σωστά, του τι δεν κάνει σωστά και του τι πρέπει να διορθώσει. Δηλαδή να μπορούμε να έχουμε τις ζωές στα χέρια μας, να ελέγχουμε τις ζωές μας, που είναι και ο απότερος αυτός σκοπός. Να εξελιχθούμε έτσι έχοντας ανα πάσα στιγμή το τιμόνι στα χέρια μας. Σας καλωσορίζουμε λοιπόν στην ομάδα μας και θα είναι μεγάλη χαρά και η τιμή να σας έχουμε μαζί μας και να συνταξιδεύσουμε, έτσι, να συνδημιουργήσουμε, να μοιραστούμε τις εμπειρίες μας. Ναμαστέ. Ναμαστέ.
Namaste.